Come on, fucking load. Or reload, or whatever. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. My nap from last night did not go well. Again, I guess for you two people, that doesn't matter. I overslept. This week has just been a mess for me. I hope y'all can forgive me. But, yeah. And, I'm just excited to get back into some Doki Doki. And, yeah, let's get Monika happy. I mean, we're going down her route now. And, I think where we left off was she had come over to our house to help with the festival. And then she kind of told us what was up about us all being in the game and all that stuff and how she knows and shit like that. The main character flips out. He's like, no, that can't be true, because like her main point of argument or proof for him was his lack of memory before this year. So yeah, let's hop back into it. Oh man, I've missed this. Yeah. Alright. I wake up the next morning feeling kind of groggy. Yeah, I feel that like right now. Monika's words, along with everything else I thought last night, are still in my mind. There's no response because you didn't have any lines programmed for this, did you? I wasn't supposed to say anything yesterday, according to her, since I had nothing programmed for me. Well, I guess it's a good thing I used to play through visual novels all the time, since I can understand what she was trying to say. Close my eyes again and think, if what Monika says is true, then everything I'm going to think has been predetermined, right? But there's some sort of freedom, though. Monika seems to be able to do what she wants, so she can't be completely right. I get up from my bed and look out the window. Something like that. I don't think I can completely believe it. And I know I thought of it last night, too. She looks so serious saying it that someone might think she was telling the truth. So even if it's true, and this really is something I have no control over, I'm going to make the best of it. It might be completely useless, but even if I'm just programmed to go after her, I still feel like I want to reach out to her. Besides, there's lots of stories about robots and stuff like that coming to life. A lot of people can feel that those androids and AI are really alive. So there shouldn't be any difference here. Even if all we are lines of code, it doesn't mean we can't be happy, right? But then again, there's a definitive line between Monika and I. She can tell something I can't. Maybe that's contributing to all of this. Well, anyway, I need to get ready for the festival. Can't really figure out things if I don't talk to her. Oh, that feels better. I get dressed after showering and hastily eat a bowl of cereal and an apple for breakfast before heading out the door. Jennifer, hi! Heading to the festival, Sayori? Mm-hmm. I walk up to Sayori and we start the walk to school together. Hey, Sayori. Do you think Monika will be happy with the festival? Maybe. She has been kind of down lately. Maybe you can cheer her up, Jennifer. She does talk to you a lot. I guess she does. Oh, I never asked, but what does she talk about? It's not like Monika to be so secretive. Well, it's something she could only talk to me about. Hey, what's up? I failed to wake up on time. But I'm here now. I'm at least up now. So, yeah, this week's just been a fucking mess for me. I just tried to drink a sip of old Pepsi from last night. I needed to get a new one, but I didn't. Relax. That's what we're here to do with some Doki Doki. You know, since I'm a guy. Sayori looks at me as if evaluating how truthful I am before nodding. I see. See what? Nothing. Anyway, come on. We're gonna be late if we're this slow. Exactly. Although here in a minute, once I wake up, I'm gonna have to go get me actual new Pepsi. Because the Pepsi I got right now is still from last night, so it don't taste too great. We still have plenty of time. But yeah, how you doing? Regardless, I end up getting pulled by the wrist all the way to school. Sayori happily skipping along. When we reach the classroom, Sayori throws open the door. Good morning, everyone! Everyone in the room jumps to attention, clearly startled by her energy. I see someone's excited. Aw, I wasn't the first person here. You were the last, too. No, I wasn't. Sayori points to the fact that I'm still outside the club room. Nice. Well, glad you could make it. Also, happy you joined the server. Welcome to the coven. I roll my eyes before stepping inside the room. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Glad to see you're here. The room is already halfway decorated, with Monika and Yuri putting up the last of the paper cards that have words on them. They're incredibly beautiful. I think they were written with a calligraphy pen. Hell yeah. I'm praying y'all can liven it up, because since I made it, it's been relatively dead. So Portuguese autocurve. Nice. Yeah, I already read that. In the back, Natsuki is setting up her cupcake display, changing the color layout and stepping back before trying to find it or fix it again. At the front of the room, the pamphlets Monika and I worked on are sitting on the desk, neatly stacked. I decided to help Monika and Yuri put more of the word papers up. When we get to the last few ones, Yuri goes to arrange the scented candles that she brought. Natsuki, can you turn off the light? Yeah, this should be fine. You can go ahead, Yuri. Yuri flips on the light switch. The room goes dark. Hell yeah. Oh! The candles are placed so that they illuminate a few of the words hanging from the ceiling. They also make the cupcakes look like they're glowing. A lavender scent fills the room, making it feel very sophisticated. Good job, Yuri. It was nothing. Monika claps her hands together. Okay, everyone. Good job with all the preparations. I think everything should be ready to go. Siri, we can stand in the hallway and try to get anyone who comes up here. You can count on me? What about us? Well, if anyone has any questions about what we do here, can you answer them? I mean, I guess we could do that. Yes. Alright, we'll try. If you have any questions you can't answer, don't hesitate to come get me. Anyway, good luck. Oh, fuck. Anyways, good luck, everyone. With that, Monika and Sayuri leave the room. As for the rest of us, we start getting ready if anyone else comes in. The minutes seem to drag by. A few people filter into the room, taking seats. Some of them take pictures of the room as well. About 30 minutes in, we have around 18 or so people. Natsuki's cupcakes seem to be a hit. I recognized a few of them from being in my class, but I couldn't recall their names. Kind of hope they didn't recognize me either. Okay, everyone! Every person in the room snaps to attention as soon as Monika claps her hands together, smiling. Behind her, Sayuri closes the door. Alright, we're gonna play a game. Y'all gotta fight to the death. It's gonna the last one standing gets to be in the club now. The two slowly walk to the front of the room. Monika's still talking. In case I didn't introduce myself, my name is Monika. I'm the president of the Literature Club. Hi, I'm Sayuri, the vice president. Today, we're going to be featuring some poems written by our club members. She then looks over at us. So, who would like to go first? All of us glance at each other, silently debating who's to send up first. You should have this planned already. Not put people on the spot, you know? Well, I guess the guy's got a lead. Besides, this is so everyone's expectations are lowered. Anyway, the rest of the girls can impress them afterwards. Plus, I won't have to be after any of the good performances. I gingerly raise my hand. Okay, our first reader will be Jennifer. I slowly walk up to the front of the room, forcing down a hiccup as I stand at the front. Hi. My poem was called Eternal Echo. I start reading my poem, occasionally stumbling but managing to recover. It wasn't as bad as when I first did it in front of the other club members, but it certainly isn't good by any means. God damn. I really am tired right now. Can't fucking read. When I finish, I get some light applause as I quickly get off the podium and retreat back to the back of the room. After me, Natsuki takes the stage. Her poem is short and to the point, with her delivery though, it's a lot better than mine. Yuri goes after her and stumbles at the start, but once she's over the first hurdle, gives a passionate reading that speaks to her experience with literature. Then Sayuri takes the podium, smiling and almost half singing her bubbly poem that makes the room smile. I guess that leaves only me, right? With that, Monika takes to the podium, flashing a confident smile. My poem is called Nothing More. Monika's poem. There's no doubt that the conversation we had yesterday is related to this poem. Even though the words are light-hearted, I can see the message between them. Those words of hers convey a sense of being crushed, of questioning what's the point. It's honestly quite sad. I'm not gonna fucking cry this morning, am I? I mean, I'm down, but... Oh, fuck. I don't think I mean, yeah. Monika. She closes off her poem and gives a small bow, with everyone applauding. She goes off to the side and flips on the light. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask, or don't be afraid to talk to me or the other club members. What do you mean, enough context? You've been here for a while with the Doki Doki. As expected, most of the people go talk to Monika or the other girls. I delegate myself to the back corner where I hopefully won't be disturbing anyone. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. What? Did you not go back and watch? How dare you? I'm just messing. I mean, we haven't gotten that far into it just quite yet, but... No, we're doing Monika. We're not going with Natsuki. No FBI needed. Part of the way through, I noticed Monika slipping through the far door of the classroom, redirecting the students around her to us. I quietly move away, seeing as no one's talking to me, cutting through the students that come to us. Excuse me. Fuck. I pushed the door open and stepped through it, spotting Monika down the hall, walking up the stairs to the roof. Going after her, I follow her up the stairs. She either doesn't know that I'm here, or is choosing to ignore me. I catch the door before it can close, my heart suddenly racing. Aight. One video? Hold up. Oh, no, wrong guy. About what? What video? I take a deep breath and try to calm down before I pull the door open. The sun suddenly coming through the open doorway. Hey, Jennifer. Monika greets me as I step through the door, sitting on the other side of the rooftop, looking out at the festival. It's kind of a surprise he'd follow me out here. I didn't know if you would. If you could. This is because you didn't know if I was programmed to, right? She nods. You haven't completely written me off as crazy, have you? I can't say I have. That's right. I block links. The wind blows, kicking her hair to the side. Why? Why did you come up here? I guess I was moved by your poem. Do you honestly think that matters? Or think nothing matters? I don't think it. I know it. This isn't the real game, even. It's just a mod. You understand what that means, right? Fuck, I forgot what no is. No, it is not.
Нет.
Yeah. It won't change the base game. So no matter what happens here, it won't matter. Absolutely nothing can change it, right? That's right. The silence that sets in creates an invisible wall between us. I don't even know if she's right or wrong about this whole game thing. Yes. She's been like self-aware this entire time in the mod as well. Like that's like the whole point is uh that she views us as like modding the game so we can make all the girls happy and stuff, and she says it's all like futile and shit. But yeah. But I know that I thought it yesterday. That even so, I want to see her happy. That's fine for now, right? If what Monika says is true, then I'm not in any position to change anything. Other than what's in front of me, right here, right now. Monika? Hmm? You said I might be programmed to say things. Are you the same? No. She shakes her head. You could say I became aware of things and was able to change myself to some degree. I wasn't bound by a script. Alright. That's all I needed to know. Because it means no, whatever I do, scripted or not, Monika's reactions will be genuine. Not that. Tis what I see. She can't be happy because someone told her to. There's nothing that can force her to be that way. So I will. Why did you want to know? I'm just curious. I say this as I begin taking steps forward to reach her. Huh, I see. But even so, I tap her on the shoulder. Monika turns her head and looks up at me. I offer my hand. Would you like to walk around the festival? Your words were... Well, you said it means nothing, right? If it means absolutely nothing, then there's nothing to lose by taking it. So, we can enjoy ourselves now, right? Without having to worry about the future. I wonder.
Нет.
Whose words are those? Is it you? Or is it... Ooh! Ooh! Huh. Alright. So it seems that we were like, because she thinks nothing matters, right? Yeah, welcome back. Um, we were talking about how because she thinks nothing matters at all. So we were trying to get her to walk around the festival with us, and she's asking us, uh, is it you talking or is it? And it cut to this decision. They are my words, or we remain silent. Oh, what? Um. So yeah, and I don't know exactly what that might be. So, well, I don't know. Uh, well, I don't because to be the character saying it, right? Not like us. At least that's how I'm taking it. Because she just before she was like, "Is it you talking or is it?" And then it went to this. So my train of thought right now is, uh, do we go? Okay. Hmm. Well, I think okay. So our character wants her to be happy as well. That's what he's been saying. So let's say they are my words, right? That's what I'm gonna go with. I see Monica pause for a bit. I can feel my mouth move, but I didn't quite hear what I said myself. Huh. I swear I see a single tear go down her face before she wipes it away. So, that's how it is, huh? Did you write one for me too? Or maybe this, too, is a dream. Well, if you're still there, Monica smiles at me. I can feel my heart skip a beat. Right. Well, I guess I'd like to enjoy the festival. Huh. Let's go, shall we, Jennifer? With that, Monica takes my hand. It's soft and warm. The sort of thing you'd expect from someone who is definitely alive. Where would you like to go to first? What would you like to do first, Jennifer? Let's see. Ah. I know, right? Oh. I mean, I wish you'd take my hand in. Like, oh, I wanna do the hand holding with Monica. Alright, where do we go first? What's first on the list? Do we go to Maid Cafe? We go for food? Do we take it to the haunted house? Or do we get our fortune told to us? Fuck. Haunted house? Or Maid Cafe then? To feel alive, you either go to one. Maybe fortune teller? Is that what you want? Fuck, stop yawning. Alright, let's go for a fortune teller. Fortune telling? I know it's mostly a bunch of vague and generic things anyway, but sometimes it's fun. Do you not like fortune telling? I don't exactly like the idea of things being predetermined. I like the idea of being able to make my own future. Ah, I see. Well, if you look at it like getting your fortune tells you what track you're on, right? So if you get a bad one, you can work on changing that. Or if you get a good one, then you know you've done sort of well. Okay, I am about to click out a game to delete you. And bam. Fuck you, you bot. Alright, see you in a sec. Actually, while the stupid game decides it wants to, like, not load, I'm gonna also grab a Pepsi. Like a Pepsi, not like an old Pepsi. Alright. Alright, we all good? Also, I got my pizza from yesterday too. Alright. We already read that. I guess that's a good way of looking at it. But if you want to do it, then we can go. I don't want to make you do anything you don't have to, or don't want to. It won't hurt to do, so we can go do it. Fortune telling booth is more like the entire classroom. We get in line and wait a while before being let in. The room itself is dark and lit only with candles, thick curtains covering the windows. The desks have all been tucked against the walls as well, with a violet tablecloth covering them. At the center is another longer table with a similar tablecloth on top, a single crystal ball on top. On the opposite side of the table is a student, most likely a girl who is peering into the crystal ball. She is dressed like a witch, complete with the pointy hat and the robes. Her eyes are hidden by the brim of her hat. Hey! Let's go! I'm making my cameo! Let me peer into your future. The student rubs her hands on the crystal ball. Now, see, you don't touch it. God, you don't know the first thing about scrying, do you? I see. Much struggle in your future. There's something that only the two of you can accomplish. Something will attempt to tear the two of you apart, but with much work, I see that you two can make it. That is all. Thank you. That wasn't a very good fortune. Well, let's hope it isn't true then. But it is pretty vague. Everyone struggles, right? That is true. So, we'll deal with it if it comes along. It's not like she told us anything we didn't already know. I'm curious about how she said something would tear us apart, though. Maybe she just made assumptions. I see Monika smiles as she leans in closer to me. Oh, what kind of assumptions would those be? I hurriedly look away from Monika, mumbling underneath my breath. Well, you know how it is with a guy, girl. I don't think I get it, Jennifer. Could you tell me? Oh, she teasing too. She teasing. I'm down for her to tease me. I can already feel the heat on my cheeks skyrocketing up to dangerous temperatures as I glance away. Sup, we just got our fortune told. And, yeah, here. Just for you, Lamdro. Alright, let's see. We get the fortune. It's, there's something that only the two of you can accomplish. Something that will attempt to tear the two of you apart, but with much work, I can see that you two can make it. And then Mike's like, that wasn't very good. And he's like, let's hope it's not true. And it's pretty vague, that's true. And then we'll just deal with it if it comes up. And she's like, I'm curious about how she said something to tear us apart, though. Maybe she's made some assumptions. And then she's like, what kind of assumptions would those be? She, like, after leaning closer, and then, like, we heard her look away, and then we're like, because it's, like, guy, girl, it's like, and then she's like, hey, you gonna tell us? And it's like, I'm like, yeah, I'd like Monika to be teasing me. Uh. Anyway. Nope, you can't get away that easily. I look back towards Monika, make eye contact, and then immediately avert my eyes, causing her to giggle. However, within a few seconds, she stifles herself, putting on a look of neutrality again. Damn. There was nothing to stop her laughter. As no one was staring, she just stopped. Come on, keep smiling your beautiful smile, my girl. It's okay. It's okay. Ahem. Monika takes a deep breath, closing her eyes and nodding before looking at me. Where else would you like to go? Damn. Let's see. Alright, what about now? I personally want to do Haunted House, because I love horror shit. And I want to see if Monika can get scared, because if she can't, she's like me. And that's lit, right? Or we could go out like for a little quick lunch date, something like that at school. Or we can go to a maid cafe and we can both like gush over like maid outfits for the students. Haunted House? I bet, let's go! Well, I do have a haunted house. Also, complete side note, I do kind of want to get into like horror games and shit. I'm sure there's gonna be like horror visual novels I'm gonna be playing, like Higurashi, because I'm interested in like if there's games that can scare me. Because so far, like with my own experiences and shit that I've had, I don't think, because like the movie can like scare me. I've not really a book that can. And by scare, I don't mean like jump scare. To me, jump scares don't count as like horror. They fucking suck. Unless if they're like done extremely fucking well, then I don't count them. Like I count like terror, like that dread, the like the fear of like what's going on and shit like that, or what have you. So I kind of want to see if like, because I've watched a lot of people play horror games, like Mark play it, and it hasn't got me. But then I was like, maybe I need to be playing. Oh, sorry, Mike. Maybe I need to be playing them to get the effect, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But yeah. Anyways, tangent aside. Well, they do have a haunted house. Are you interested? I'm not exactly good with horror, but I wonder how good it is. See, I'm pretty good with horror. But if you're not interested, we can try something else, or somewhere else. No, I think it might be fun. Besides, I don't find a lot of things scary. Let's go. Really? Well, there's probably some things that are a lot scarier than a haunted house. I'm a little squeamish about blood, though. Testing. Testing, testing. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Most people are, I think. No, I love blood. We fall in line behind a few of the other people, waiting our turn. I watch the people coming out of it while we wait, noticing that they look a bit pale. The occasional scream from the classroom makes a few people jump, Would the students running the haunted house laugh? Ah, okay. But still, I'm like, sorry that's happening. I do hope it's nothing too bad. Soon enough, we're at the front of the line, waiting for the 3 people in front of us to finish. I watched them come out of the classroom, but even if 2 of them looked scared, one of them was just laughing, patting the other 2 on the back. You can still turn back, you know? Of course not. Even though I say it right away, it came out too quickly. Well, off you 2 go. I try to take the lead since my pride as a guy is on the line, Monika following behind me. I make a quick note of the decorations on the window, meant to emulate a dark night sky. It seems we still have some light, even if it's mostly blotted out by the window decorations. We step through the doors that are open for us, and immediately hear it slam shut behind us, plunging us into darkness. I can't see anything, Jennifer. Neither can I. I nearly flinch when I feel something grab my arm. Monika? It's just me, Jennifer. Are you jumpy? You surprised me. This way we won't trip over each other. Ah, right. Alright, let's do this. Let's go. I start to lead Monika forward. I can definitely hear her footsteps, have movements that don't match with our footsteps. It's still really hard to see, but at least my eyes are adjusting. Suddenly, Monika yanks me back. In front of us, a massive axe blade suddenly swings from our right, glistening with red splotches on it. You've got good eyes. Thanks. Jeez, they went all out on this haunted house. Let's keep going. Right. We keep walking forward, eyes slowly adjusting to the darkness more and more. Whoa! Monika and I... That was probably the worst sound effect ever I fucking have made. Anyways, Monika and I stumble back as something lets out a loud roar, leaning in rapidly toward us. I barely make out a glimpse of a goblin head before I instinctively pull Monika away, my flight instincts kicking in. We're running for it! That ended up being a bad idea, as we crashed into some of the desks while stumbling around in the dark. When we tried to get our orientation again, we didn't know where to go, although the goblin that came out before was slowly advancing towards us, along with another girl dressed as a witch, and another as a butcher. So essentially, we have one place to go. Do they have to structure this like a maze, though? They're coming, Jennifer. Mm-hmm. My instincts kick in as we run in the only possible direction. What is it? Or what is that? Our attempt at escape comes to a halt, that there's something in the middle of the walkway. Oh, that's... Even though I know this is a haunted house, it's convincing enough to where it really looks like a dead body is lying in a pool of blood. I feel Monika's grip on my arm tighten as we carefully step around the body, making sure to not step in the puddle. Let's keep going. Of course it would be a zombie. Let's run! Please don't, please don't get any work. Thank you for coming! It got worse. How they crammed that much horror into a classroom, I don't know. I don't even want to consider if that was a real chainsaw. What? That was fun, wasn't it? Yeah. Both of us go find a bench to sit down, letting the adrenaline wear off. Well, I think that's enough excitement for a day. Did that take all your energy out from the festival? I can't help but smile at the joke made at my expense. No, but it did take a few years off my lifespan. When Monika laughs at this, but it seems to be forcibly cut short. Almost like she didn't want to enjoy herself here. Come on, bitch, let yourself be free. You're talking about, like, being free, but, like, you're not letting yourself be so, bitch. Come on, come on. Monica? Ah, I'm just a bit thirsty is all. Alright, let's go get a drink then. Uh, what should we do after we get some water? I'll let you decide. Where to next? Let's see. Okay. Do we go for Maid Cafe or just, like, normal food, I guess? In the meantime, I'm gonna have another bite. You still there, Lamdro? If not, I'm gonna choose Maid Cafe. Alright. On second thought, that's probably a bad idea. I doubt Monica wants to be around a bunch of girls in outfits flirting with the guys as likely the only girl not serving food. This was a silly idea. Okay, fuck me then. Jennifer? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about where to go next. Alright, where else can we go? Let's see. I guess just normal food. Boring. Have you had anything to eat yet? Other than Natsuki's cupcakes? No. You didn't eat breakfast? I woke up late and rushed to get to the school first. As the president of the literature club, I felt I should be there first. You should look after yourself first, though. Let's go get something to eat then. Monica and I walk out to the food stalls, where the smell of various types of food fill the air, and it gets a little bit hotter from all the cooking. I hear a strange sound and turn towards Monica, who looks away with a bit of a blush. I guess I am a little hungry. Is there anything you can't eat? It'd be bad if you had an allergic reaction or to something. I'm not allergic to anything, but I am vegetarian. Is she? Oh yeah. It's okay. As long as you don't get onto me for eating meat and shit, then we can still be happy together. That's all I care about. You can eat what you want to eat. Oh wait. So that probably means you don't swallow, huh? Horrible jokes aside. Horrible jokes aside. Oh, I see. Or I guess you also wouldn't eat out. Anyways. Then, well, there are plenty of non-meat options at the festival. It shouldn't be hard to find something for Monica to eat. These are really good. It seemed one of our classmates helps run their family restaurant and is pretty good at making sushi. Or so I would think from Monica eating them. The class booth had sushi samplers as part of their menu, so Monica and I both got one. I don't know all the rolls, but I'm fairly sure that there was a spicy tuna roll and a California roll at the very least. Nice. Interesting. Are you okay? I just had a bit too much wasabi, but thanks for asking. I rip off a bit of the bread roll that we got from another stand and hand it to Monica, who scarfs it down. That must have been a lot of wasabi. I'm not too good with spices. But thanks for the bread. No problem. hmm I didn't know one of the students in there you ran a restaurant, though. I guess it's a small world. Maybe we should go as a club? Maybe. It's not a very literature-like event, though. Well, it's not like everything has to be about literature. Sometimes it'd be fun to hang out as friends, right? Yeah, it would be nice. I give Monika a small smile, but then she quickly shakes her head and returns to a more neutral expression. Oh, what are you going on about? Ah! Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the stay. But we should talk to the others about it. Speaking of the others, I wonder why we haven't run into them. It is a large festival, so maybe we passed each other without realizing it. There's no need to worry anyway. I'm sure they're fine. I mean, I wasn't worried about that, but... Can I stay a little longer with you? The oddly forward request from Monika puts me off guard, along with a swell. Hell yes! Please. Spend all the time you want with me. I'm happy. I feel like melting putty. There's no way I can resist this sort of thing. Exactly. She's girl after my heart. Alright. The urge to get my phone and ask the others where they are goes away as Monika nods, resuming her eating. Though I was already conflicted since I am spending time with her. So, I decided to stop being difficult and just enjoy my time with Monika. Yes! Let's go. Just enjoy the time you got with my guy. What's wrong with that? Who needs the other girls? Occasionally we comment on the roles that we liked and sometimes wonder about what other foods there might be that we could try. Monika says she'd prefer to do that later, so she wants to watch her portions. Well, it is a festival. There's no harm in cutting back a little bit. I know, but if I slack off a little bit, I might keep slacking off. I guess that's another way to look at it. I throw away both our finished platters into a trash near an entrance of the building before turning back to Monika. Alright, well, what should we do next? Let's see. After we go around and finishing visiting some other booths, we start walking around the festival, trying out whatever comes our way. Time flies ahead. Soon enough, it's already dark out. Well, that was fun. Monika? She shakes her head. It's nothing, Jennifer. It doesn't sound like nothing. If you want to talk about it, I'm here for you. Ah. Thanks, Jennifer. The two of us look up at the night sky, waiting for the fireworks. The whistling that indicates their launch fills the air. We simply watch it in silence, hearing the booms in the sky accompanying flashes of light. I turn to look at Monika, finding she has a frown on her face. Oh, come on, smile, my sweet girl. Even with this, she doesn't seem happy. It's okay. She has been sort of on guard today. There was that brief moment on the rooftop earlier, but right after that, she went back to being cautious. Almost like she wanted to be happy, but wouldn't let us up. Come on, you're breaking my heart. There were a few times where she came so close, but then she'd pause and pull back. Monika. You shouldn't stare at a girl like that, you know? Sorry, I got lost in my thoughts. What were you thinking about? Just how happy I am right now. That response seems to have caught Monika off guard. You know, having joined the literature club, meeting everyone, preparing for the festival and reading out a poem. Sure, my poem reading was really bad, but it felt nice. Being there with everyone. Doing something together. Ah, I see. Monika seems a bit upset, looking away. No! This is about what she said before, right? That it isn't going to matter. I take a deep breath before turning Monika to face me and putting my hands on her shoulders. But that doesn't matter to me. If it means anything in the end, as for that game business, I don't care what I really am. If this really is just a game, I don't even know if I believe you about all of that. I can't tell you if you're right or wrong, so I've chosen just to let it go for now. But even if you were right, it doesn't change anything about me. And it doesn't change the fact about me wanting to be friends with you. That's one of the few things I do know. Go back and do your chemistry. And what else do you know? For a moment, I can see the facade of hers breaking. I don't know if this is the right thing to say, but what else? I do know is spending the day with you was the most fun I've had in a long time. The rest of the words die on my throat as my thoughts catch up to me. But what am I doing? I look over her shoulders and take a step back, looking away as my mind catches up to my body. And anyway, I like spending today with you. So, thanks for spending it with me. I'm sure there are plenty of other people you'd rather have it spend with, though. Or have spent it with, though. After all, she is completely out of my league. Monika shakes her head. No. There's no one else. My heart skips a beat when... Aww, let's go! That sounds like fun. I mean, I like chemistry and science and shit, so you know. That's how I am. Especially after what you said earlier. I think I really needed that. Even so, I don't think my opinion will be changed so easily. It's not that I'm upset, I can't be convinced just like that, you know? Yeah, I get you. I wasn't expecting to break through to Monika at all. All I wanted was to let her know. Maybe part of me was hoping I could get through to her, but I think it's a little too early for that. Or at least, I can only have one thing to convince her. Or I can't only have one thing to convince her. Kind of like a court case, where you need lots of evidence. Well, I guess I have to keep at it. Just because I got a little setback here doesn't mean I don't want to see her smile anymore. She can be happy, I know it. She just won't let herself, is all. Though, Hey! Both of us turn around, finding Sayori waving at us from the door. There you two are! Sorry to interrupt. Jeez. You didn't have to yell, Sayori. Sorry. Were you looking for us? We thought you two were gonna miss the fireworks. But I guess you didn't if you were up here. Yeah, we saw him. Sorry to make you worry. Don't you have your phone, though? Sayori's phone died like 3 hours ago. Natsuki! What? That's supposed to be a secret! Well, either way, thanks for looking out for us, Sayori. Did you guys get to see the fireworks at least? They were quite inspirational. Did you write something while watching them? It's a small poem or so. Well, bring it to the club. Monika seems to think of herself for a second before nodding. I guess we could do that. Okay, everyone. For the next meeting, let's all write a poem about something that inspired you from the festival. That shouldn't be too hard, right? Everyone glances at each other before shrugging. Usually I don't like to give you a prompt on what to write about, but today's a special occasion. That's fine, right? Yep, I'll do it. Well, maybe some direction might help out this time. The festival, huh? Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, I can get behind it too. Alright, it's settled then. Before Monika can say another word, a loud whistle cuts through the air. Big Brain, did she like redo the fireworks? She reset the code. All of us look back up the sky, seeing the second round of fireworks go off. Taking my eyes away from the display in the sky, I see everyone else around me captivated by the lights. Smiles on their faces. Even Monika has the smallest grin on her face. And because of that, I know I can keep this up. Oh, she looks so cute with a fucking... Oh, I want to protect this smile. I want to preserve it. Oh. Please. Please. Please keep this smile. Just let yourself be happy, my girl. It's okay. Someday I'll make you smile. After the fireworks end, we all part ways. Sayori and I are walking home at night, with Sayori humming a tune. You were at the concert, right? Mm-hmm. They were so good. And I can't get the song out of my head. It's a shame we didn't get to hear them, I guess. Were you with Monika all day? Yeah. Sayori's smile turns cat-like. I thought you said you'd walk home with her, though. Shouldn't you be with her? Her house is in the opposite direction, though. She gives me a frown and a very disappointed look. Come on, my guy! I feel bad for her. Huh? What for? That's a secret. Anyway, I'm glad we both had fun. I'm pretty tired, though. Well, it's a good thing that we're pretty much home. Oh, we are. Well, good night, Jennifer. Night, Sayori. With that, I enter my house and do my nightly routine. When I get in bed later, I can't help but feel a bit strange. Lately, it feels like a part of me isn't quite me. Almost like someone's walking in my shoes. Today on the rooftop, I said something, but I couldn't tell what I had said. But I know Monika was suddenly happy to hear it. If this is a game, games need someone to act through, right? Like the main character a player controls. Intruder? I wonder. If that's me, Monika did say something about me being empty, like a puppet. I was afraid of being that puppet before, so I searched my house for a yearbook to confirm, somehow. Or at least give me some comfort to the fact that I wasn't. I still don't know if Monika is right or not, but it can't hurt. Well, if it really is me and Monika is right, then I don't know if you can hear me. Or if you even exist. Alright. Bye-bye. Have a good day. But, whatever you're doing, please, keep things up. And help me reach out to Monika. Even if I'm nothing but your puppet, it still brings happiness to me to see her happy. Surely you're working to make her happy too, right? Hell yes. Yes, I am. I very much am. So, no matter what I truly am, I'll have to keep at it. Whether or not I'm truly the one in control, it doesn't matter. Okay. Welcome back. That's good. happiness is still happiness, whether it's here or in the real game that Monika says she knows about. I wouldn't say so. I mean, we just finished off the festival day, uh, and we ended up we got a prompt from Monika for what to write about poems. Yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, the haunted house was crazy. Uh, then we went for some food after that. Uh, and then we went up to we went like all over the place, and then like with just Monica, and then we were on the rooftop watching the fireworks and talking. And then the rest of the club meets up with us. Uh, yeah, and then uh, fireworks go off again. And then now we're here. We walked back home with Sayori, and she kind of is like, she kind of remarks that like we should have walked home with Monica, even though her house is in the opposite direction. And yeah, he the main character dumbass for that. But now it's about time for bed, and he's thinking to himself, quote unquote, but thinking to us and talking to us, basically like. At first, I was scared if I was a puppet, but all I cared about is seeing Monica happy, and I hope that's what you're trying to do too. So I'll entrust you to do that. So it's very interesting. I like it. Happiness is still happiness, whether it's here or in the real game that Monica says she knows about. No matter what, I'll keep trying to make her happy. Maybe she's rejecting the happiness right now, but I know I can't just give up so easily. Well, that's enough thinking for tonight. I should go to sleep. Huh. There's no class after the festival, mainly so the school can clean itself up. So I spend the day lounging around, trying to write a poem about the festival. The obvious topic keeps reaching out to me, but I kind of don't want to do it, if only because it's kind of embarrassing. I don't think I could take everyone reading a poem about spending time with Monica. Oh, getting all embarrassed. But I guess I could write it on what we talked about. Yeah, that could work. I go back to my room afterwards and get to work, eventually going to sleep when it gets late. I wake up the next day and go to school as always. I find myself a little tired in class, but I think that speaks for everyone. Even with the day of rest, it's still not enough for some of us. The school day passes by pretty quickly as even the teachers are a little groggy. When it ends, I get up from my chair and start making my way to the clubroom. Hello, everyone. Oh, hi, Jennifer. Monica greets me as soon as I enter the clubroom. Where is everyone else? I think they're just running a little bit late. I arrived here myself only a few moments ago, after all. Ah, I see. God, don't do that to me. Don't put in the happy music and then just strip it away. Aha! Even though Monica's smiling at me, I can't help but feel like it's empty. Was it the festival? I don't think I did anything wrong. Or maybe I should have taken her home. But wouldn't Monica be more annoyed than sad? So, you got home from the festival alright then? Oh, yeah. Sayori pestered me about it. She said I should have walked you home. Monica's expression falls a bit before she laughs. Oh, I saw that. Come on, it's okay, my girl. You can smile. It's okay. It's okay. I wish I could hold. Oh, I wish I could hold her in my arms and just like tell her it's gonna be okay. I put the pieces together. Ah, right. That would have been how it was in the game, right? If, as she said, it was a game, then going with her might have been a scene in her route. I know, right? Like, this is what I mean by like crying because it's like, uh, oh, that's good, that's good. I, I mean, I know I'm not like the best person to learn English from, but yeah. But wait, I remember Monica asking before if it was already hers. Jennifer? Sorry, I'm still just a bit tired. I keep talking as I walk over to my usual desk and sit down. Well, as I was saying, you don't have to worry about me. It's not like my house was exactly very far from the school. Yeah, yeah. I maybe I should start doing that with like for Japanese, like watch some Japanese streamers. Because I seriously need to start picking up my studies because I I I I am so bad with keeping up with my studies. Like I've been okay. I've been trying to teach myself Japanese for like it's like 5 to 7 years by now, and if let's just say depression fucking sucks because there's like I'll get bursts of like studying energy for a little bit, but then like I gotta like basically start over from the beginning because like it'll eventually just like I'll start just waning on it and I'll just stop for a long period of time and then like I get another burst of energy to like study again and then I gotta like restart for over because I basically forgot everything I've already learned. Yes, it does. That's kind of what's been affecting me the last few days. That's because yeah, it sucks. But yeah. Anyways. Oh, well, still. I can't help but be a little concerned, you know? Oh, that's sweet of you, Jennifer. Even though she's talking like this, I can't help but feel that wall between us again. That fourth wall? Oh. Oh. I'm. Oh man, I find my own jokes too funny sometimes. I do not train. Should I study it? True, true. Oh, feel embraced, my friend. Oh, thank you. Thank you. As much as see, here's the thing is I wanna embrace Monica, not only to make her happy, but to make myself happy. Ah! Hey, thank you for the follow. I hope you can stick around and enjoy yourself. It's a trap. Like when I first met her on the rooftop. Maybe maybe it's because there was some time between the festival and now. I could already feel like she was trying to avoid being happy, but when we connected on the rooftop when the fireworks went off, she let her guard down for a fraction of a second. She must have recognized it too. After all, Monica seems to be a smart girl. So, knowing that she let her guard down, she decided to be a little bit more conscious about it. I might not get a chance like when what we had on the rooftop again. Exactly. And now this wall is between us yet again as well. Hello! The door to the classroom flies open as Sayori yells her greeting. Ah, geez, you didn't have to yell. You did the same thing at the festival, too. But everyone was so tired walking here, so I thought I'd wake us up. Hi, Monika. Hi, Jennifer. Wow, you two got here quick. Sorry for making so much noise. No, it's fine. I'm glad to see everyone's energetic. Everyone there did their poems for today, right? All of us give a brief murmur of agreement. I'm a bit sad, though. We didn't get any new members. But that's fine. After all, there's always next year, right? Of course, if Monika is right, unless the game lets it happen, there is no next year. I can see why she'd be upset about that. It's already hard enough for a person to accept that they'll die. But how much more that your life doesn't even end with death, but rather just there's nothing more laid out for you or anyone else. Monika's certainly amazing, managing to keep up that happy smile on her face. I don't think I could do it. Maybe that's it, though. As long as she can keep herself distracted with being the club president of the literature club, she spends less time thinking about all of this, like how I'm doing now. I shake my head before realizing Sayori is prodding me on the shoulder. Oh, sorry. Were you sleeping in class again? Yeah, I stayed awake, so at least let me rest here for a bit. Are you sure? I'm 100% sure. Okay. It's an average day at the club. Yuri is off on the side reading. Natsuki is in her back corner reading manga, and Sayori and Monika are chatting as always. On the other hand, I'm here resting at the desk. I close my eyes and let my head... fuck hiccups. I close my eyes and let my head sit on top of my hands, forming a makeshift pillow. I turn away from the windows, making sure the sunlight doesn't get into my eyes. It's weird, because that position is always, like, only comfortable for, like, the first minute or so, and then, like, after that, it's like, oh, God, me to change position to sleep in class. Seeing as how, well, maybe it's just because I wear glasses, but, whatever. Seeing as how I used to sleep all the time in class, it's almost like greeting an old friend. Or at least, that's how I wish it was. Rather, I ended up being distracted, lost in my thought about Monika. About the situation I now find myself in. As much as I'd like to do so, I don't think I can go back to how things were. This is going to constantly plague me from now on. My thoughts are interrupted as I hear a desk being moved. Opening my eyes, I see Monika pulling a desk over to me. Monika? Oh, did I disturb you? Not at all. I hadn't quite fallen asleep yet anyway. I could tell. Your face was all scrunched, like you were trying to think hard about something. I was a bit worried, so I wanted to talk. Oh, it isn't anything really important, though. If it's something bothering one of my club members, it's important to me. Oh. But if you don't want to tell me about it, that's fine. Well, it's about, you know. I can see Monika's face falter for a second as she realizes what I'm getting at. About what? But she immediately changes faces and gives a smile. I understand if you don't want to talk about it, but if you do want to talk about it, I can't read your mind. Oh, that came off as a little bit harsh, didn't it? Sorry. No, it's fine. I guess I'm just not ready to talk about it. Okay. But if you do ever want to talk about it, I'm sure you can talk to Sayori as well. You two are close, right? Yeah. Thanks. I fell right into her trap. I know that she knows what I was getting at, but she chose not to go after it. She's a smart girl. It's not gonna be that easy. Because it must be painful to think about. Yeah. Ugh. I'm in pain just like The fact that she's in pain about it, and I watch as Monika gets up, pats me on the shoulder, and goes over to check on the other club members. Monika. I wonder how she'll react to my poem today. Exactly. If she's going to act like that, well, I guess I'll just have to see. Alright, pizza bite time. Let's go. I try to rest until it's time to share poems, but I continuously find my thoughts drifting. The thoughts about if this is all a game are annoyingly distracting, even if I've told myself that it doesn't change anything for me. It's not even one of those "it would be funny if" scenarios where you can entertain yourself by imagining wacky things. Especially since Monika seems to believe it so seriously. Normally people would tell her to get some help for those kinds of thoughts, but something in me pushed me to believe her. Or maybe it's just that I was lured in by the fact it was Monika. I doubt I'd have the same reaction if Sayori came to me like that. Okay, everyone! Monika does her signature call, bringing everyone to attention. Like always, we glance at each other as if to confirm Monika's asking us to share poems. We might have known each other for a bit better now. Oh, words. Apparently I still need to study English too. We might have known each other... We might have known each other a bit better now, with the festival and this constant sharing. So it's less someone unknown is reading my writing, but more, I hope it's still good now. It's time to share poems! I was already expecting this, but here we go again. Yeah, no. Making jokes. So that's all I got to me. It's my poor jokes. So, okay, let me have them. Okay, just laugh at my jokes. Ooh, cool. Yeah, I've been, again, so one of my life goals is to move to Japan, so, okay, I have jokes. I shall. I eventually want to move to Japan, so that's kind of the reason I was studying Japanese or trying to, because, you know, it'd be best if you knew the language in the country you're living in. And, like, one of the career paths that's obvious is, fuck hiccups, is, like, English teaching there, but I've heard, like, a lot of horror stories, so I don't know. Like, hopefully, this all goes well, I can do this, and, like, move there, and, I don't know, but, anyways, fucking random tangent aside. Really? Huh. I mean, personally, I just, like, fell in love with culture when I was young, and that's what got me really into it. That's what got me into anime. It's funny, I did probably the opposite of what generally people do, where, because I assume that people who like anime in Japan tend to find anime first, then find Japan. Whereas I did, like, basically the opposite. I found like Japan first, and like their culture, fell in love, and then that's how I found anime. Even though I kind of grew up with a couple like shows on TV that I watched, I never realized that's what they were until like I got into anime, or I was like getting into it. But yeah. Anyways, random tangent aside, I've got random tangents of stories and shit, and my bad jokes. That's all I got for me. Yeah. Who to share with? Monika, of course! She's always gonna be first. Jennifer? She looks upset after reading my poem. Aw, oh, fuck. Is this your way? What? Monika, are you okay? Huh? Oh. Sorry. How do I put this? I found myself quite moved. Oh. Well, I understand what you were going for, but your word choice is a bit off here. The tone of your poem should be consistent, but the words you pick sometimes don't match the tone. But you had a good control over the image you wanted. It's still hard to believe you said you've never written poems before this club, though. It's true, though. In any case, good job, Jennifer. I liked it. A few days ago, those words would have made my heart go a-flutter. But today, I can't help but wonder if she's just saying that. Does she really mean those words? Or is she still playing the role of club president? Anyway, here's my poem. I like it, Monika. I think I understand what you're trying to say in this poem's pretty well. I see. I can't help but see a small smile on her face. I expected as much. Yeah. As the only one aware of what Monika thinks of everything, I'm the only person that could understand the truth behind her words. It's a limit, I guess, but it's also... So that's how it's going to be. A declaration. Or more like a command. That's a better word for it. Don't chase after me anymore. That's what it says between the lines. That I should just let that distance she's put between us be. But I can't obey something like that. Not when I knew that Monika was purposely obstructing her happiness, or at least cutting herself short. If having this distance is part of that, I can't let that slide. Game or not, that seems wrong to me. I'm sorry, Monika, but I don't think I can bring myself to leave you alone like this. Anyway, thanks for reading my poem. Anytime. Thanks for critiquing mine. Alright. Who next? Well, go from top to bottom, so Sayori. I know, yeah. It's like, it hurts, but like, I get it, and that's why it hurts. It's like, I understand. But like, that's why it hurts, and it's just like, it hurts, you know? I don't want to be distant from Monika. Oh! I really like this one, Jennifer. Though, you almost sound like a lost puppy. Sayori? Oh, well, the writing sounded like that. I couldn't help but think of one. Thanks, I guess? It's still good, though. It does come across as something Monika might write, though. I try my best not to react when Sayori puts emphasis on Monika's name. But still, I can't believe you said you hadn't written before. This is really good, Jennifer. I see you like the fireworks, too. I don't think any of us, didn't like them. That's true. Well, here's my poem. So, it's good. Then again, everyone here is a pretty good writer, so obviously it'd be good. Thanks. Well, it's simple to read, in a relaxing sort of way. I think maybe you should change a word or two to make it fit better, but that's probably my own preference. It's definitely in line with your style theory. I see. Thanks for the suggestion, Jennifer. We're getting good. We're getting good with our suggestions and shit too. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Who should I share my poems with next? All right. Down the line is Natsuki. That's fine. That's fine. It's like all your other ones, I guess. It doesn't stand out too much from the other than the. It doesn't stand out too much other than the tone. But it's not bad. It does seem like the sort of thing Monika would write, though. Yeah, kind of like hers, but not as good. Shut up. If you want to hear real bad stuttering, I've still got it saved on like one of the earlier Higurashi episodes. At the end, one of the streams I had to cut very short because stutter issues came upon, but lost control over it. But yeah. Yeah, kind of like hers, but not as good. Damn, okay. Harsh. But at least it's your own style. It's not super easy to read, but it's not as abstract as Yuri's. So I guess it's fine. So it's not bad according to Natsuki, which is fine. Anyway, here's mine. It's in Natsuki's usual direct style. I'm pretty used to it. What do you think? I think it's pretty good. It gets across the point neatly. You've usually made a point about that, so I noticed it. I guess you wrote about the fireworks too, huh? They were memorable, so duh. Is there a problem with that? Not really. Besides, it's not a bad poem. Everyone's been writing about them, though. It's not like you were any better. Yeah. I tried to smooth things over with a laugh. It seems to sort of work. But thanks. For reading, anyway. Same to you. Well, what else would I be doing? This is a visual novel, after all. What the hell would I be doing other than reading? Monika would appreciate that joke, right? Only one more person to share with. Yeti. Yeah, I know, right? It's not exactly my taste, but this is good mechanically speaking. I still find it hard to believe you didn't write before coming to this country. Why does everybody be saying that all the time? Like, we get it, we get it. But, I think a good word to describe it would be raw. Even if you use metaphor and other language like that, you can really feel the emotion behind the words. Yuri gives a bit of an embarrassed smile, looking away. But I guess that's how it is, huh? Yuri? Oh, it's nothing, Jennifer. Oh, right, here's my poem. I like it. It's very Yuri-ish. Did she write about Yuri? Yuri fanfiction of the club members. Do you know what Yuri is? Like, genre-wise? At this point, I've read enough of her stuff. I don't think I can get a grasp of it on her metaphors. Yeah! Lesbians? Lesbians, huh? Is that what that's about? I had no idea. The true meaning still probably still eludes me. Yes, beans. They're French beans? Les beans. Oh, I should probably say something. Yuri's probably waiting for my response. It's good. Might be a little flowery for someone like me, but I can match some of the things you probably would have seen at the festival with your feelings with them. You enjoyed the festival, I take it? Mm-hmm. The fireworks seem to be pretty inspirational, too. It's a bit cliche, but it was the first thing that came to mind. Cliche isn't necessarily bad, right? That's correct. If you use it correctly, sometimes it won't even register to the audience as a cliche. I was about to say! But that could be fairly difficult to do. Anyway, thank you for reading my poem. Thank you for reading mine as well. I was legit about to say that it being cliche does not make it bad. It's how, like, it's written. And, like, how well it's written. How well it's done. That's what matters. Because, sure, there's a lot of shit out there where, like, cliche means, like, it's bad because it's, like, poorly written. Like, that's all it is. There's, like, no substance to it. But, like, a well-written, like, cliche, I'm using air quotes right now, can be really powerful. Like, there's a reason they're fucking cliche. Because they're overused for a reason, because they're good. It's just, like, if you've got the skill, or what have you, to, like, do it. What? Fuck off. Get a phone call. But, yeah. Anyways, my writer, that part of me aside, nothing of note happens for the other sharing, outside of the norm of Natsuki and Yuri experiencing some friction due to their styles. But I think they've managed to get over it, so sort of agreeing to disagree. After we share poems, everyone gets ready to go home. Sayori, are you ready to go home? Mm-hmm. Have a safe trip home, you too? Monika waves to us as we leave the club room. That was fun. Yeah. I'm glad everyone's getting along. Though Monika seems sad today. You noticed it too, huh? Yeah. She's always been upbeat, so when she's not, it's painfully obvious. Or at least that's how it is to me. I smile and pat Sayori on the head. Well, I don't know what we can do about it. Even if she told you, I don't think I should go around and snoop. She'll tell us when she's ready. Maybe. I don't really know. I've known Monika for a while now, but sometimes it feels like there's a big gap between us. Like there's something different between us that I'll never understand her completely. I don't know what to do. Sayori slumps on her shoulders as we exit the school. I don't know what I could say then. Maybe you can try reaching out to her. Me? Yeah. Besides, it seems like you're close enough, right? I momentarily think back to the festival, and the time we spent on the rooftop. You're blushing, Jennifer? Fuck. She got us. I am not. I definitely am. Besides, isn't that kind of rude? Getting close to her only to find out and then try to solve her problem? That doesn't seem right. I guess so, but still, I want everyone to be happy. I know you do, Sayori. The whole irony of the situation is that I know exactly what Monika's going through, even if I could never hope to understand it. So all that's left for me to do is try to understand it. I know there's no way I can go through it, but that doesn't mean I can talk to her to try to understand. Well, I can try to talk to her, I guess. Maybe she'll let me know something. After all, I'm a guy. Maybe it's one of those things that she can't tell a girl. I fucking hate having to read out "I'm a guy" part. I hate it. Just personally, I don't like that. But it's especially with how much it's written here. Shit, yeah. I fucking pale as hell. I don't go outside, so I'd probably be like beat ass red if I were to fucking blush at something. Alright, pizza bite time, let's go. Alright. Maybe. I'd really like to see that. I'd really like it if you did that, Jennifer. Even if you don't get through to her, I'll be happy that you tried. Completely unaware of the weight on Monika's shoulders, Sayori gives me an innocent smile as she charges me with something completely insane. When we reach our houses, Sayori and I part ways. I enter my home and lay down on the couch, looking up at the ceiling. Jeez. Well, I guess I need to just sleep this off. This is a lot to think about right now. I'll think of something to do after I have some time to process all of it. I go to the club the next day, still wondering what I should do. I didn't come up with a single thing last night. This situation is something so unique. I can't look up the answer or tips online for help. Good afternoon. Oh, you know what I just thought of? But that probably wouldn't work. Is, because like the contradiction. So what I was thinking was like, as a way to like, I guess like, quote unquote, prove it that it'd be a game to the main character is like show something that couldn't be, or show like somehow how it is a game in some way, but like say something not like loading or what have you or something like that, but then it'd be the thing of, but then it'd be written about and then it would be in the game, so it would be there. So like I just had an idea and then like I was like, oh wait, no, that wouldn't work. But I don't know. This is my writer's mind going off on like, ooh, what could you do with like this kind of like situation, this kind of like problem. That's another reason I fucking enjoy this, is like, I don't know. I'm low-key like really interested to like try to write a story now about like a self-aware character. But I had this idea when this game first came out, was about like a game idea that I had, like kind of inspired by this, where basically like it'd be like kind of like an AR type game, but also not. I don't know. It's been a while since I thought about it, but now that I'm still working on like a book that I've been writing. I kind of also want to try to write a story about like that, like the struggles of like a self-aware character in like some sort of game, maybe a dating sim or something like that, or like something else. But like I don't know how it would do. I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna put that in my notes real fast. So. Book ideas. Okay. It's noted down, so there we go. I can hopefully remember to think about it and try to write about it. Anyways, or do something about it, who knows. I greet the three people already here. Good afternoon, Jennifer. Yuri looks up from her book and waves. Natsuki looks out from the closet and sees me. Oh, hey, there you are, Jennifer. Hi! Fuck hiccups. Monika's not with you? I didn't see her coming here, so no. Huh. She's been running late a lot, hasn't she? Maybe she does have a boyfriend. I see Sayori smile, become cat-like again as she glances at me, looking for a reaction. I do my best not to give her one. Sayori, you shouldn't be gossiping like that. Sorry, but still, it's not entirely out of the question, right? She did tell us she doesn't have one, but you know. Sayori nearly jumps into the air when the door to the club room slides open, Monika running inside. Sorry, I'm late. Someone on the debate club asked me to do them a favor. Hi, Monika. Did I miss anything? No, we've all just been waiting around. Ah, I see. Thanks for waiting. It's not like we had anything planned for today, right? That's true, I suppose. Anyway, sorry to make an interruption. Afterwards, everyone goes back to their normal activities. Yuri is once again reading off to the side. Natsuki is browsing her manga collection. Sayori and Monika are chatting as usual, this time about poetry. It feels kind of strange. Deciding to at least look like I'm busy, I take a book out from my backpack and open it to somewhere around the middle. Aww. Okay. I'm gonna probably go ahead and end it soon as well. But yeah, because I do want some like downtime before the Higurashi stream tonight. Time to like watch some shit and eat, relax, and all that stuff. I also need to shower. But yeah, I hope you have a good day and see you like sometime. Yeah. Every few moments I turn the page, but rather than reading, I keep thinking. Well, I guess the only real way I can talk to her alone is going somewhere with her. If I talk to her in school, she'll go back to playing her club president role, or trying to look like a model student. But if I take her out of here, then she can't do that. Or at least, that's what I think. There's a chance she'll still try to look and act like she does here, but maybe, just maybe, not being in school will put her off her game. That's all I can do anyway. As the rest of the day goes by, I can feel my nervousness start to ramp up. Since we didn't write any poems, it's quiet. Okay, everyone! Monika claps her hands together, getting everyone's attention. We didn't do anything today since I didn't assign anything, but I wanted to ask if you'd be comfortable with a shift in things. A shift? Well, it wouldn't be a big shift. Since we wrote a lot of poems already, I thought we could try maybe writing a song. A song is a lot like poetry after all. I wanted to get everyone's opinions on it. Is that too big of a jump? We wouldn't have to be done by the next club meeting, right? Of course not. That'd be too short a time. I was thinking maybe a week, or if you'd like, we could try 2 or 3 weeks. If everyone is comfortable with it anyway. Silence sets in for a little bit as everyone mulls it over. I'd be fine with it. Monika glances at the others. I guess I could try. Likewise. All attention is on me now. It's not like I have much of a choice with all this pressure. Yeah, sounds good, Monika. I think the 3-week option sounds good. It was already hard enough writing poetry, so I think some more time would be good as well, since it's like making a bunch of poems fit well with each other. I agree with Jennifer. We need some time to figure out how to link everything together. Alright, what about you, Natsuki? That's fine with me, I guess. The others pretty much said what I was thinking anyway. I'm fine with the 3 weeks as well. Then it's settled. We'll still have club meetings in case you want help or an early critique, but let's aim to have a song made 3 weeks from now. And that's all for today's meeting. Everyone else gets up, ready to leave for the day. Sayori also quietly exits, not saying a word to me. I guess you're putting things in my hands, huh? Oh, Jennifer, you're not going home with Sayori? I forced down a lump in my throat. Not today. Is something wrong? You two didn't get into a fight, did you? No, of course not. I think she knows what's up and is trying to keep me away from what I want to do. Anyway, Monika, I wanted to ask if maybe you'd like to go somewhere, if you weren't busy. Sort of just got to get some inspiration, you know? I quickly backpedal in embarrassment. I know about this really nice place. It's a tower that has like a good view, and maybe you could get something from it. And Jennifer, Monica flashes me a knowing smile. Oh, fuck it. I love you. Oh shit. Are you asking me out on a date? What? I can feel my face go aflame. I quickly started stammering in order to finish this conversation as fast as possible. It's not really a date. I was thinking that maybe, you know, I could introduce you to, like, a good place. Ah! Sorry, I'll be going now. Sorry to bother you. I try to leave the room as fast as I can, realizing that my hasty move was probably not for the best. I'd be delighted, Jennifer. I hear Monika talk when I'm halfway out the door. Huh? I said I'd be happy to go with you, Jennifer. This upcoming Sunday is fine, right? Oh, yeah, that's fine. Should we meet at my house? You already know where it is since you came over that one time. That sounds fine with me. What time would you like to go? Maybe in the afternoon? Alright, is that all? Yeah, see you tomorrow, Monika. See you later, Jennifer. As soon as I leave the club room and get far enough away, I breathe a sigh of relief. That went a lot better and worse than I expected. I reach up and feel my cheeks, finding they're still burning. Ah, jeez. I couldn't have sounded any dumber if I had tried. Well, at least she said yes, but part of me is confused about it. I was doing it so I could get her out of school, but surely she could foresee that happening. But then again, maybe it'll be like the rooftop again. But it was just the two of us alone. She didn't have to worry about being the club president. So maybe she said yes because of that. Either way, I guess it's set in motion now. All that's left to do is to wait and see what comes out of it. I don't run into Sayori on the way home, which is fine with me. I'd probably end up stumbling over my own words and giving everything away to her. She'd probably get all the details about how I completely failed to ask Monika to go out with me somewhere. Jeez. Well, whatever. I did it nonetheless, so I'll have to be content with that. Alright. I'll probably go ahead and end it here. Yeah. Alright. So yeah. Again, I apologize for like the shorter video or stream for today. As I said, this week's been a mess for me. But yeah. Hopefully though, I'm back on track. And YouTube shouldn't, like y'all YouTube friends shouldn't be too affected. I guess except for this one just being like basically an hour shorter, but that's all good. At least I hope it is. But yeah. Alright. I hope y'all motherfuckers have a good day. And peace.